What's up, guys? Jim Squares here, giving you some more solutions to make your life better. Today's money hack around finding the best car insurance rates. But first, make sure to like and subscribe down below, share with others, and if you have other tips on making this better, throw them in the comments. Well, definitely, I'd be interested in your tricks for getting the best rates. So now, essentially, what I do is I look for I check 4 places really. One is progressive.com, Geico. Johnson Insurance is my local broker, so it could be your broker. You want to look at Johnson Insurance? They treat me pretty well, but check them out. And then Amica, so that's the other one that I look. Essentially, you want to get quotes from all of these places and say, here's the coverage I want, and you might even have to send them to your policy, and that's fine. It doesn't matter because they're looking to match and beat it. And then what I do is I take all the quotes from all of them. I compare them against each other. There's an amazing difference in pricing on car insurance. It's crazy different. You totally want to look it over. This is worth your time, just this alone. And and then try to get it to be annual payments or 6-month payments, whatever it is. But you definitely want to do this. I think I save over the next, so I have Geico. So to be transparent, I have Geico, and I think I save, I want to say $200 a year over everyone else. That's the savings I'm talking about here. $200, you can get a lot of dinners with your wife, or just for yourself, treating yourself to a nice steak. So I definitely check it out. But what I do, some other tips you might want to consider when you're doing this is first just get the car insurance just by itself, and they'll go, what about your other policies? We'll get those in there too. And I go, yeah, give me a minute. First, just give me a car. So then you have car. You have to put a spreadsheet together. Essentially, this is what I did. Is I had car, and then I had home in another column, and I had liability. So those are my 3 main policies that these people put together in package deals. If you have boat insurance or snowmobile insurance, you could throw those in there too. Mine, actually, my policies are all broken apart to different companies. That's where I made the most money. Is like I said, I have car with Geico, then I have my snowmobile with Progressive, and then I have my homeowners through Johnson. And then my liability is through, I think, Geico. I don't know. Whatever. Whoever it was the most cost-effective one. And but you'll have to essentially ask them to package as a deal, and then what's it individually, and then compare it. Like I say, who's the best deal? What are the best prices in each one of these columns? And it's like, oh, what does that add up to be? And versus what do they all add up to be? Because you don't care if, let's say Johnson Insurance is more expensive in car. If it gives you a huge deal and everything else, and then bundling it all together, you get a great price. So that you don't care. It doesn't matter. You just look at the net price. That's all you care about. And then every year you have to check this because they will slowly jack up your rates. So sometimes I'll just go into Geico and I'll just click settings and I'll say price. And then I'm never going to change it, honestly. But I go in there and click around anyway because it makes them thinking that I'm thinking about leaving or I'm thinking about changing something. I actually believe that's how it works. Don't have any evidence of it. I just believe it. The other thing that I do have at Geico, if you do decide to go with Geico, if they're real close, is I would call them and I'd say, hey, I have this quote. How much more can I get off if I own a share of Berkshire Hathaway? So you'd have to buy Berkshire Hathaway as stock, 1 share of BRK space B, the B shares. So Berkshire is, the symbol is BRK, and then the symbol that I bought is B. And now, unfortunately, it's $240. So it's kind of expensive, but essentially what you do is you say, hey, I want to buy some of the company. How much do I get off my policy? And I think it's 10%. And you just need to call them and tell them you own Berkshire stock and want to get the ownership discount because I have that. And that's none of these other companies offer that as far as I have found. Geico's the only one. And not many people talk about it, probably because no one gains advantage from it other than you and me as a person. We benefit from these things if somebody would just share them. So there, consider yourself informed. If you know somebody who's got Geico or other people, tell them to buy a share of Berkshire Hathaway. You make up for it in, I think, 5 years or 6 years, and it's like, wow, that's easy. And then you just keep making money because you'll save every year from after that. And the stock, it's constantly going up. Well, not always, not 100%, nothing's guaranteed, but it's constantly going up. I think I bought it in the hundreds, so I've gotten over $100 back on it, just that stock, and I've got a discount, so I'm getting savings on both sides. That's an amazing deal. So I'm really happy I found out about that. But yes, that's what I do every year is I check with these. Even though I own that share of Berkshire, I keep one share. That's all you have to do is buy one. There might be some C shares out there that you might have to look. But yeah, if you go with your brokerage firm, whoever it is, Fidelity, Vanguard, whatever, and you can save a lot. So, and you get some ownership in the upside, which I like. So we all like the upside. Anyways, to continue learning, I recommend checking out my video on how to coach your children to being owners of their money over on the side, and keep growing together. Share this with others who would benefit, and we'll keep talking later.